Sure. I think the game was there for the taking, to be honest. Let down by some poor defending. A second phase ball from a set play. We were 3v3, and then one of the players stepped back and allowed it cross to come into the penalty area, and we worked on it. So that's the one moment we were let down. We made bodies around the ball and bodies in the penalty area as well. Failed to deal with it. Then the second goal. But in between the goals, Chiefs had a man sent off. Look, in the first half, they gave us some problems in the wider areas when they overloaded and inverted, especially on Frostler's side. We conceded that goal, I spoke about, and then after we came out to deal with that situation, because at 1-0 was still in the game. And then Chiefs get some men sent off, and then I think the game was there for the taking. We changed the formation coming out after to deal with that spaces. And then with Chiefs being a man down, we felt we can add a bit more, one more in attack. And change the formation again. But yeah, the second goal, I think it was a 5v3 situation. And we didn't pick up the second ball. And the transition from there as well, we were so far apart after being uncovered under the high ball, failing to pick up the second ball, and then the transition in the player free in between two centre backs. So I went to sleep there as well. That's why I'm very disappointed. But as the game grew, a lot of bad decisions on the ball. We were kicking possession away, being a man more. The decisions in vital areas was a bit baffling. And these situations you can't coach. You can create moments, you can provide a structure to a player, but on the ball he has to make the decision, and that's the intelligence, that's the awareness, that's the quality which we were lacking tonight. And I feel a bit let down and I'm disappointed in that regard. We firstly for ourselves, and then also with the result as well. So yeah, thank you.
Thank you very much, Coach. We'll take hands and your name and name of your publication and directly the question. Going. We'll start on your side.
Thank you. Good evening, Coach. Hard luck with the result. Coach, when you look at the results that you've had in the last couple of days and how now you are where you are in the log and the number of games you have played as well, where do you think you can change this?
The only way to change the situation is by getting positive results. There's not much you can do in terms of changing overnight a structure, in terms of changing a lot of things, a bit more quality, and that's going in the market to find players. Unfortunately, we don't have that budget or that luxury, so we'll have to keep on working. Look, we're not a bad team at all, but when I think it's more mental. In terms of the mental toughness, in terms of where we find ourselves and the will to win. We were so cautious, so reluctant at times to actually go out and attack Chiefs in the first half. And we sat back and hoping to get on the counter. Once you play like that, the fear of losing is greater than the one to win. And that's what we're lacking at the moment. Look, yeah, with the results like that, it becomes a mental block. It becomes another obstacle they have to overcome. Never mind the opponent or what they present or the environment. But these are things that is not in football, it's outside football. So you have to look at that, how can we help the player? It's not the first time Richards Bay has been in this situation. It's been 2 seasons ongoing now. And you can change plenty of coaches, but if you don't solve the problem, you're always staying. And I think that's an issue at this moment. And like I said, how we finished tonight, just a bit of the thought processes with individuals as well. We could have made better decisions. with Dudley, Given, and the Clotley on the park, and he's still playing high balls direct into them. It's the easiest to defend, and defenders likes that. And once you try and get the message in the field to actually play football, to throw them out and then get around them, or through them, it's still not happening. And these are things you train as well and coach as well. So yeah, the game belongs to the players, and that's a saying, and that's the absolutely true. As coaches, we provide the structure and info and plan, and how you get to it, that's down to the players.
Thank you.
Good evening, Coach. Hard luck for your loss. Coach, in 8 matches that you played in the league, you only scored 2 goals, and 3 in all competitions. How do you plan on changing that?
You keep on chopping with the blunt axe, my friend, the work is tough, my friend. But that axe is not gonna get sharper. Repetition in football is what you speak about. The repetition in football is in the development stage. So repetition, the more you do it, it stays with you. Once you start coaching technique and repetition at the senior level, it becomes a problem. For a whole week it was about finishing and scoring. We scored tonight. For a whole week of training, we scored tonight. So that's it's one of our glaring shortcomings in the league, and we are working at it. It was a goal tonight, but unfortunately we conceded 2 sloppy goals tonight, which is usually disappointing. And normally the other end we are stronger, which we weren't tonight. And the strikers got a goal that they wanted to score. But I'm happy for that goal. I'm not so happy with performance, decision making, and also the result.
Last 2 questions.
Hi, good evening, Coach. Tough luck on the result, Coach. Do you speak about the process of trying to build this team? Do you get the feeling that the leaders of the team also understand that it's going to take a bit of time, or it's a process, or do you think they have the patience for you to build the team?
It's a tough one. It's a tough one to answer. But I'll speak about Stellenbosch, I'll speak about Pirates, and I'll speak about Cape Town City. I'll speak about Sundowns as well. And the coaches has been there for a number of years. Stellenbosch, for the first 2 seasons, were fighting relegation. And they stuck with Steve. And now all of a sudden you can see the rewards. You can see the house he built. And the belief was in Steve all the time, because they couldn't fight him. I remember a season where on the last day he survived relegation, and they could continue. The scope and the landscape in South African football at the moment, and I'm happy for Clinton, and I'm very happy for Clinton, that he was also chucked out. Even winning the Telkom Cup, he was still team surplus. And he's proven it, that we have some very good coaches in this country, and even with coaching we get discarded, because the people that has been studying football, has been playing football, and is now coaching, the opinions at times at certain clubs doesn't matter. And Clinton has proved it, that if you're a good coach, you will remain a good coach. But if you don't get support, then we will find problems. But the patience and trusting the process, that's ultimately with the decision makers above us. And unfortunately I can't speak for them at this moment, but we should be investing in a process. We should be investing in believing in the plan, and then the rewards, like Stellenbosch, like Pirates now with Jose. Magoba has been in that system for long now as well. So once that plan is believed in, that process is trusted, and then the rewards will come. But I can't speak for my owners.
Last question.
Good evening, Coach. The scorer today is Yonela Butuma. Obviously, there's interest in him because he was obviously named in a preliminary squad of the national team. Do you expect more from him?
I expect a lot from the boy. I expect a lot from the boy because ultimately he's a striker. But his stats doesn't show that of a striker at the moment. I think this is his third goal in 2 seasons.
That was his first goal this season.
As well, you understand. And you look at Reyners, you look at the other top scorers in the league who's been consistent over the seasons as well. And Janelle is a young boy still developing. There's some good qualities in him as well. But yeah, finding the back of the net, and that's where ultimately the striker gets judged on. You understand? So you can't call yourself a striker and you're not scoring goals. He's working at it. I just think because of his youthfulness and his immaturity at times, he should take it a bit more serious and invest in himself as well. That goes for any player, in fact. Because your career is only so long, and you need to prolong it by the extras. But well done to him for getting that goal out. There was a challenge thrown at him, and he managed to score tonight. So I'm happy for him.
Coach, we thank you. Hard luck, and wish you the best going forward and safe travel back to KZN.
Thank you.